Well, because of coronavirus and the pandemic we are facing right now, many people are looking to vote by mail in the upcoming election. November 3rd is approaching very quickly, so Francis Abbey put together some tips on how to vote by mail and how to make it count.
Want to vote by mail? Here's what you need to know. Most states are looking to make it easier to vote by mail this year due to the coronavirus. There are currently 5 states that conduct all elections by mail: Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, and Utah. For these elections, all registered voters receive a ballot in the mail. The voter marks the ballot, puts it in a secrecy envelope, and then into a separate mailing envelope. They sign an affidavit on the outside of the mailing envelope and either mail it in or drop it off. If you don't live in one of these states, you can go to vote.org, which will help guide you through the process. Here are 5 tips to get you started. First, make sure you're registered to vote. Not sure? You can check if and where you're registered on vote.org. If you're not registered, you can register there. Next, if you want to guarantee your vote by mail, request a mail-in ballot. Now, every state's rules are different, so vote.org can guide you to your state's website. Deadlines for mail-in ballots to be returned also vary by state, and they vary a lot. Some states need to receive your ballots by Election Day. In other states, your ballot needs to be postmarked by Election Day, so make sure to check your state on vote.org. You should request your mail-in ballot well before Election Day. The Postal Service recommends 15 days round trip to receive it and send it back. Some states are reporting delays with the Postal Service, so the earlier, the better. Finally, you have the right to vote. If anyone tries to stop you, call the Election Protection Hotline at 1-866-687-8683.